Hey guys, we're joined by Susan. Susan has been absolutely crushing it in our program together. In fact, she just hit a record low this morning, which is incredible. And so, Susan, thanks for coming on and being open to share a little bit of your story, your journey with our program so far. And so, take 30 seconds and quickly introduce yourself.
Hi, yes, my name's Susan. I'm a CPA, moved to Canada 30 years ago, and love living in Vancouver. So I've got a sedentary job pretty much, but I do work part-time, so that helps a little bit here.
Good. And, my guess is with a sedentary lifestyle and a desk job, it's hard to, stay active. And so before joining my program, like what were some of the challenges and where were you with your fitness and your health, prior to joining my program?
I think in a nutshell, I was frustrated, disappointed, and a little bit scared, to be honest. I'm at that age and stage in my life where if I don't make some permanent changes now, I kind of feel like it's going to just get harder. So I've always been great at cardio. I love getting out on my bike, and I'm fairly fit. But I'd heard over and over again that strength training is key, especially at my age. And I had tried repeatedly to incorporate lifting weights into my weekly schedule without success. So that was a big hole in my program for sure. And then on the nutrition side, I thought I knew what to do. I've certainly learned a lot on your program. I had, again, fairly good knowledge, but in terms of being consistent and accountable and actually following through on my plans, I was definitely lacking.
Okay. So it sounds like you had a good foundation in terms of doing cardio. You had some foundation with nutrition, but the consistency and the accountability was missing. The strength training was missing. And then, at your age, between the ages of 45 to 55 is the hardest season to lose weight. Why? Because our body is either, starting to transition or transitioning through menopause or post-menopause. And so, after joining my program, you saw success. What about my program and what aspects of my program have you found helpful and what's been working for you?
Well, definitely the accountability. And I love the focus that you have on permanent, sustainable habits.
Yes.
Because that's what I've lost the weight in the past. And I think, as you pointed out, I have a very impressive stock chart of gaining that weight back again. So for me, the key thing is that sustainable? And you have the follow-on phases in your program when once you've lost the weight, you help to maintain and then integrate into your long-term lifestyle. So I'm very much looking forward to those phases of your program. But I like how simple your program is as well. I've done programs in the past where you have to measure and record and weigh every macro that you consume. And that's just not sustainable once the diet is over. So that's what I love about your program, is getting away from you're on a short-term weight loss program to you're on a long-term lifestyle program.
That's right.
That's what I love about your program. And I can, like last night I ate out and I can just look at my plate. I knew my avocado was more than a finger of avocado, but I know by looking at the plate in front of me whether I'm kind of on side. So I can see myself in the future being able to incorporate that into my long-term lifestyle, which really excites me.
All right. So it sounds like the hand method is working really well for you. You guys don't know what a hand method is? Very, very simple. You don't need a measuring cup. You don't need a food scale. You don't need to meticulously track every single macro. All you need is a hand. If you're a bigger hand, if you're taller, larger frame, bigger, have a little bit more. If you're shorter, more petite, smaller frame, smaller hand, a little bit less, right? So fist of veggies, palm of protein, hand scoop of carbs, right? It makes it easy, especially if you're eating out, especially if you're cooking on your own. You've been doing an excellent job at meal prepping, by the way. I think, setting some micro goals and having that accountability is helpful. And you're right. It is all about sustainability. How can I incorporate this into a lifestyle? And I think one of the missing piece was strength training, right? Because as we're building more lean muscle, we're going to going to be burning more calories through the day. So I always like to say nutrition is what's going to allow us to lose the weight, but strength training is what's going to allow us to keep the weight off, because the more lean muscle we have, the more calories are going to be burning off, long term doing nothing, because muscle is more calorie dense. It burns more calories through the day. So that's also going to help you keep the extra weight off. And, you've been seeing a lot of success, for you, in your 50s. Losing the weight that you've lost is equivalent. So you've lost 14 pounds as of today. Losing the weight you've lost is equivalent to someone like in their 20s losing like 30 pounds. So it's a huge milestone. And so share with us, what are your results so far, Susan?
Yeah, my goal is to lose 20 pounds. And by the way, that's also something I love about your program, is the guarantee that if you follow along what you advise, that you'll end up getting there. So 20 pounds is my target, and I'm 2/3 of the way there. So in 7 weeks, I'm down 14 pounds and 6 to go.
Yeah, amazing. So, just about heading into your 15-pound mark, which is really exciting. And so for everyone watching this, Susan, and maybe they're like, well, I'm in my 50s and, I've tried a lot of other things. Does Coach Patrick's program really work? Or, I'm kind of hesitant to doing strength training and I don't want to hurt myself, or, maybe someone is, a working professional, kind of like you, and they're kind of on the fence. Maybe they're stuck. After going through my program 7 weeks in, what would you say to someone that's looking to join us but maybe on the fence?
I would say make the investment in yourself. You're worth it. The program works, and as you've said yourself, you've got nothing but weight to lose. So give it a go and really prioritize yourself at this. It's very important.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You heard it from Susan. She's getting results firsthand. And so, Susan, super proud of you. Keep up all the hard work. Probably the next time we do a video, you'll be well over your 20-pound mark, your long-term goal, and heading into the maintenance and lifestyle phase. And so for everyone watching, if you wanted to join me for a 5-day trial, you're welcome to. Shoot me a quick message and I can set you up for that. I also have, several giveaways. I have a ebook. It's called my 5-day metabolic meals. Now, if you want a free copy of that, there's workouts in there, recipes, my 3-step formula to boost metabolism. Comment below, and me and my team will set you up with that. And so, Susan, super proud of you. You're doing amazing. Keep crushing it, and looking forward to seeing you hit the next milestone.
Thanks for all your support.
If you like this video, you definitely want to check out the next one by clicking right here.